week, we're talking about the responsibilities that God has given us, and today it's about being a spouse, and not just a spouse, but a biblical one. The Bible gives us clear instructions on our roles and responsibilities as husbands and wives. Ephesians 5:22 through 28 says, "Wives, submit to your husbands as to the Lord, because the husband is the head of the wife, as Christ is the head of the church. He is the Savior of the body. Now as the church submits to Christ, so also wives are to submit to their husbands in everything. Husbands, love your wives, just as Christ loved the church and gave himself for her, to make her holy, cleansing her with the washing of water by the word. He did this to present the church to himself in splendor, without spot or wrinkle or blemish, but holy and blameless. In the same way, husbands are to love their wives as their own bodies. He who loves his wife loves himself." None of this can happen without a sacrifice. This passage is calling husbands to strive to present their wives in the best light possible. You are responsible for providing, protecting, and caring for your wives. When you love your wife the way Christ loved the church, her natural response will be to respect you as her husband. And in fact, Peter says to be considerate and respectful heirs with them of life. This is a team effort. Wives, we are to submit to our husbands. I know this word tends to have a negative connotation to it because most people misunderstand the meaning of it. To grasp the importance of it, we have to be submitted to Christ first and then to each other. Our love for him is a response to his love for us. Maybe this is something that you're struggling with today, and you're thinking, yeah, all of this sounds wonderful, but how can we implement this into our marriage? How can we model this for our spouse? Well, I think the first place that we need to start is in Galatians. Paul teaches us about the fruits of the Spirit. He lists these as being love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. What would it look like if you showed more of this in your marriage? Husbands, could you show more love to your wives? Wives, could you respect your husbands more? It doesn't matter if you're the husband or the wife. Today, this week, and beyond the 21 days, can you make an intentional effort to incorporate these things into your marriage and spend the time praying over and reflecting on what we've been taught and how we can steward our roles and responsibilities that we've been called to live out? Let's practice putting more fruit into our marriages so that the Lord can bless us as we produce more fruit in return. This will be an example to others who may need to see more of God reflected in their own marriages.